Bonjour, I'm Boukabou and here we are at the 64th Annual Cannes Film Festival. 50,000 people are coming to Cannes in the next 12 days. There's going to be networking events, screenings, glamorous parties. It can actually get quite overwhelming. So luckily for the Australians, there is an oasis on the Croisette. Screen Australia has an office right bang in the middle of Cannes. Tonight we're here at the welcoming drinks. What's the role of Screen Australia here at Cannes?
Well, the role of Screen Australia here in Cannes is to support the films that are in official selection, and this year we're very privileged to have 4 films. And the other thing is that we have a number of events that we run throughout the festival which are very sort of business focused to support producers to form co-production arrangements or develop relationships with other countries in order to progress their projects in the market.
How important is the Cannes Film Festival for Australian cinema?
It is the most important film festival in the world. It's an enormous film festival, it's the most important film market in the world, and it's an endless spectacle that brings this extraordinary group of people together.
It is the only festival market in the world where commerce and culture are perfectly married. There are markets that are markets. There are festivals which are festivals. This is everything. It's the greatest film market on the planet.
And for Australia to have such a strong representation this year is an amazing thing.
What are you anticipating for this year for the Australian films?
I think that there is definitely a lot of interest in Australian cinema. There's a feeling that there's a great deal of originality, a lot of talent.
There's a lot of focus internationally on Australia at the moment. There's a real sense that there's something amazing coming out of Australia. Films like it just takes a few films like Animal Kingdom and other Snowtown, Sleeping Beauty, and people are kind of going, what's going on in Australia?
How important is Cannes for Australian cinema? And for films like this?
Well, for films like this, essential. For a small, delicate art house film, getting a high profile here is incredible in terms of the recognition it may bring back home and around the world in terms of the territories, because we're here trying to sell the movie.
Cannes is absolutely a career-making event for directors and producers. I think it's extraordinarily important.
Certainly the Australian films in official selection are going to get a boost that money can't buy. I mean, I wish you could bribe some prick, but unfortunately you probably can't.
Can you tell me about some of the functions that are happening this year at the festival?
Sure. We have matchmaking events that we're doing with German producers. We're doing something a little bit similar with the UK, with Denmark and with Canada.
Cannes is the place where you can do the meetings. It's where you're going to meet the largest number of people from the largest number of countries. They're here because they want to do the same thing. And I think increasingly what we have to do is look at our films with an international perspective. We actually have to look at how we can work with other countries. I'm not necessarily talking about co-productions, but what kind of relationships can we form with other filmmakers from other countries?
It is the most important single thing I do every year is to be here, and it's been more than 30 years of my life. I'm about to be 72. If I didn't turn up, people would think I was either dead or worse, retired.